So after finishing the lab work and after recording all the pH, you need to have, or you ended by this table, okay? So we had 4 different treatments as a fresh water, seawater, warm fresh water around 50 degrees, and cold fresh water around 5 degrees. So what you did in the lab, you recorded all the pH for each treatment and all the temperature, and then based on the calculation, based on the lab, the pH that you measured in the lab, you can calculate the hydrogen ion concentration. What is the relation between the hydrogen and the pH? This is the formula. So the pH is equal by minus logarithmic of the hydrogen concentration. If you want to calculate it, when we're talking about the log, it's based on 10. So basically, the hydrogen concentration is 10 power by minus pH. Okay. So for example, just imagine if you have the pH of around this, like let's say 5, the hydrogen concentration is equal by 10 minus 5. Okay. So you doing this calculation based on that formula. So I just write 1 for you, so you know what you need to do. Okay. And the H is 10 minus pH. Okay. So this is the way of the calculation. So you're doing for all 4 treatment, for before, and then for after CO2, after CO2 injection. So you will end up by for hydrogen concentration for after injection. In task 3, this is another part of your assignment. You need to calculate the hydrogen concentration changes percentage. That's what you need to do. Just you do the calculation for after injection of the CO2. And what's the way? This is the formula. So we're talking here about the reference. What is the reference? The reference is first treatment, the fresh water. Okay? So what we're doing basically, we want to compare all the changes from, for example, from seawater by fresh water, changes percentage from the warm water with fresh water, and changes percentage from cold fresh water with the fresh water. So what you need to do after calculating that H concentration for the fresh water, you write it here and here. So they would be like a fixed number, and then this number changing between the other treatment for each calculation. Be careful about the calculation. Don't forget the effect of the bracket. So what you need to do, you do the calculation of inside the bracket first, and then go to the multiply by 100 and divide it by the hydrogen concentration as a reference. Okay. This is one of the main things that you need to consider when you do your calculation. Okay, it was the last lab of the marine science, and I hope that you enjoy this semester.